Hi, everybody. Mr. Hall here. Welcome to another exciting installment of
How to Be a Longhorn.
Today, we're going to be talking about dress code. If you would, go to your class website where you can scroll down and find the copy of W.T. White Student Campus Culture Handbook, where we can see the specifics of the dress code, some of which we'll go over in this video. The big purpose behind a dress code is to promote students' understanding of expectations of dressing in a professional environment. We want to teach the balance between self-expression and understanding boundaries in a professional setting like school. This code teaches grooming and hygiene, it prevents disruption, minimizes safety hazards, and tries to maintain a positive learning climate. The big picture is that clothes have to be worn in such a way that the abdomen, genitals, buttocks, undergarments, and chest are completely covered. That goes for everyone. Students may not have tattoos or clothing that promote the use of drugs, alcohol, tobacco, or sex, or that promote hate, violence, or gang-related activity, of course. And any discrepancies within the dress code, meaning anything that it's kind of a question that people can't really figure out, will be up to administrative discretion. Basically, the principals will decide. If you have to ask whether or not it's in dress code, it's probably best to wear something else. This chart in the handbook gets into the specifics of the dress code. If you will follow along with me, you see that in the middle column, it details things that are allowed, and on the right, things that are not allowed. For tops and shirts, students may wear any color top or shirt or college, military, or spirit shirt as long as it fits properly and doesn't show any midsection. It also has to not be a tank or a cami with too thin of material on the shoulders. It can be sleeveless, long sleeved or short sleeved, but it has to have sufficient material on the shoulders. For bottoms, students must wear bottoms that fit properly. Material and colors do not matter. Shorts or skirts must be no shorter than 2 inches from the top of the knee. You'll notice that you cannot wear pajama pants that have the patterns and things like that on them. You may wear sweats. You cannot wear sheer or see-through tights in any way unless they are underneath a appropriately length skirt or dress. Pants with holes are allowed, but the holes must not be above 2 inches from the knee, just like skirts and shorts. You'll notice that the skirts and dresses rules apply just like the tops and bottoms rules. They have to cover everything and be no shorter than 2 inches above the knee. Belts must not set off the metal detectors. That's as simple as that goes. Let's talk about shoes. Shoes have to be worn at all times, and they may not be any of the following: house shoes, flip-flops, athletic slides. I know that's a big one, but you cannot wear any shoes without a back to them on the heel. Shoes with wheels, I don't know if those are back in style, but if they do come back in style, wear them on the weekends. Steel-toe boots and shoes are not allowed. We're not going to do any construction work here at the school that you need those for. And Crocs in non-sport mode are not allowed. So if you have Crocs on, that's great. You got to put the strap on the back. They got to be in sport mode. Outerwear, sweaters, sweatshirts, and jackets and coats and hoodies, all colors or materials can be worn. They must be appropriately sized. And a big thing is no hoods are allowed on the head while in the building. Nothing that covers your entire face or the side of your face or your ears. Speaking of, let's talk about hats. Hats are generally allowed but may not cover the ears or face and may not include any lewd or inappropriate text or graphics. Religious head wraps are of course permitted, and caps and head wraps worn for medical reasons are of course permitted. Mouth coverings are not required but are highly encouraged to curb the spread of COVID-19. Any accessory that is deemed lewd or offensive, unsafe, or extreme in nature is not appropriate in the school environment. No ski masks may be worn, and no sunglasses in the building. I know they look cool, but save them for outdoors. Let's talk about the special days in the week. Every week on Thursdays, students and teachers alike are encouraged to wear a spirit shirt from a university or college. This is your time to show where you might be going or might want to go. On Fridays, it's Longhorn Spirit Day. We get the Longhorn pride out, wear Longhorn Spirit shirts, official school club or extracurricular shirts, or other sports gear from W.T. White. And finally, if anyone is found to be in violation of the dress code, if you show up with something that a teacher or principal deems is out of dress code, the student will be given an opportunity to correct the issue, to either, maybe pull your shirt down or your pants up, or wear a different set of clothing that you might have. If the student cannot correct the issue on campus, then they might be asked to go down to the charge. If the student cannot correct the problem, they may be asked to go visit the nurse or office clerk to receive some clothes from them that are within dress code. and repeated offenses may result in more serious discipline at the principal's discretion. That's all today for dress code. Advisors, if you would please go to the next slide and lead the discussion with the questions there. Thanks, everyone. Be good to yourself and others.